What's going on, YouTube? You know what day it is. It's fish room update time. Wanted to start on the opposite end of the fish room this time because for some reason, the last time I tried to do an update, the stupid video cut off. I think my phone ran out of memory space halfway through the video. Shouldn't have that problem this time. This is a new phone, so we're going to try it with this phone and see how that goes until I get me a video camera. Starting at this tank, this is a batch of tangerine tiger fry. They're about 2.5, 3 months old now. They're getting some good size on them, getting close to an inch. So there's about 40 of them in there or so. Next to that, this is the batch of Kenyai / blueberry OB Mabunas. They're growing incredibly fast. They're about the same size as these tangerine tigers, and they're about a month younger than them. But for some reason, they're growing incredibly fast. Above them is my leftover Ethelwanies from that tank that cracked last week. Next to them is my Aratus batch. Have these up for sale right now. Craigslist and buy-sell trade sites. I'm trying to move these out because I need the tanks to move some new fry over for grow out tanks. There's about 30 of them left because I did take 8 females over to the other side to create a breeding colony for myself. Next to that is the OB hybrids. Again, this is an OB peacock male and a Eureka red jake female. They're getting pretty big. Some of these in here, which I'm going to say are males, are about 1.5 inches long. So they're getting some good size coloring. Over here is the most skittish fish on the planet, shown you before. It's my tangerine tigers. Every time I walk over here, they scoot to the other side. You can see them, they're all over there into the corner. Mentioned in a previous video, I thought that I had gotten another male when I ordered female, and that is the case. The other male is coloring up now. No real aggression yet from the larger dominant male, so he's staying in there for right now. There's about 7 females left now, so speak of the devil, that's him right there, the subdominant male I told you. You can definitely see the blue in his face and the yellow coming in. Moving to the other side. This is my Chilliwack red shoulder breeding colony. Breeder male there. Gorgeous fish. Above that, this is a tank that I'm using to hold the subdominant males. I have my other OB, an Apache, the other Apache male. And then last time I ordered 4 red shoulder females and ended up with 3 more males and 1 female out of that batch. So the other 3 males are up here. Guess you can't go wrong with that, getting males for a female price. So I ain't complaining there. Here's the Aratus breeding colony. That's the mom right there, the bigger one, and the dad of all of these Aratus babies. And these are the other females I brought over from the other side to create a breeding colony of Aratus. Below that is my ivory head Molotos. Haven't seen much action out of them. He knocked up a couple of them, but they prematurely spit out their eggs, so I haven't gotten any fry out of them yet. We'll see. Next to that is my albino red tops. Have a holding female of his behind me right now. I'll be stripping her soon. She's ready to be stripped. I can see them free swimming in her mouth, so I'll be stripping them soon. Above that is Kenyai breeding colony that I'm creating. These are Kenyais that I've bred myself. And then I have the mom behind me, and she's holding already, so she's in a tank behind me. She has another batch as we speak. Next to that, I have moved an OB Peacock batch. It's about a month and a half old into this tank. More of a grow out tank out of the 10 gallon so that they can grow and put on some size. This is where my bushy nose are that I was going to use as a breeding colony. The male is big enough, but the females have some time still. They're not very big, so there won't be any action out of them, so I'm going to use this as a grow out tank for right now. Behind me is the holding female section, the 10 gallon. You can see the albino red top that I was talking about. I'll be stripping her soon. Up here I have a holding OB. Down here I stripped a OB yesterday, so there's some OB fry in that one. There is a holding OB hiding up there by the filter in that one. This one here is a holding Chillawilla red shoulder. This tank has a couple of black bushy nose in it, but this is the tank where I moved those OBs out of, so it's empty right now. This tank, when I did my water changes yesterday, I found 3 holding Apache females. So they are in here, and they were holding as of the 18th, so I'll give them, 18 days or so for the fry to hatch and get into their mouths, and then I'll strip them all. I'm doing that method until I get my egg tumblers and my centralized filter system up. You've seen this one last week. This is a batch of Regal Blues. Here I have a batch of Red Empress Fry. This is another batch of Tangerine Tigers. Getting some decent size on them. They're about a month old now. Up here, I have, when I did water changes yesterday, I found 3 holding red top Lawandas. So they are in there by themselves. Next to that is the female Kenyai I told you was holding. Below that is a German red holding female. And then yesterday I stripped 2 more Regal Blues. Not sure if that shows up on film, but there is a whole bunch of Regal Blues. So there's 2 more batches of Regal Blues in there. Above that is a holding Nagara Flametail. Next to that, another German red holding. I tried to strip her, and there's still some egg sac left on them, so I let her pick them back up, and I'll give her about another 5, maybe 7 days, and then I'll strip the fry out from her. Below that is my German red batch. They're about a month old. Behind me is the breeder wall. All these tanks were cleaned yesterday. Up there is the Nagara Flametails. I think I have another holding female there. I'll keep an eye on them when I feed them today. I'll see if she eats. If not, I'll know for sure that she's holding, and I'll pull her out. This is my red top Lawandas. There's the male and 4 or 5 females, because 3 of the females are behind me holding. Down here is my Super Red Empress. And then my Taiwan Reefs. Haven't seen much action out of them yet, but that male is showing some awesome color. He's coloring up nice. Loving the look of that frost across his top. He's coloring up beautiful, but haven't seen much action out of them yet. Above that is my German red breeding colony. Still have both the males in there. The dominant male, probably won't be able to see him with the glare, but he's back there around the plant, and the subdominant male is right there. And there is 4 or 5 females left in there, because I have 2 or 3 of them behind me. My Regal Blues. This is probably This, the OBs, and my German Red have been my most productive breeding colonies so far. He's really been getting to work. I probably have 100 to 125 Regal Blue Fry behind me right now in 10-gallon tanks, so he's really been working. Underneath that is my OB Peacock colony. You can see the male there. He's got some really good color. He's a beautiful fish. Looks like he's trying to do some work right now. Got all the females tucked up at the top, so we'll see what happens there. Next to that, my Flavescents. Still haven't gotten any breeding out of these yet. The two males are fully colored. There's the subdominant. There's the dominant one right there. Gorgeous fish. But haven't seen any action out of these guys yet. But we'll see. Below that is the Apache breeding colony. There is the dominant male there. And then I have 3 holding females behind me. And there's 2, 4, 6, 8 left in here. And I can see one starting to color up, so I think it's another male. So we'll see what happens there. And then over here is my son's little tank. Got some convict fry in there that I had from an inside tank. And then there's 3 or 4 red top Luanda fry in there that came in a bag when I received the fish from John at KG Tropicals. So I was able to save them in the bag and put them in this tank here with the convicts, and they're doing well. Alright, YouTube, so that's the update for this week. Plans for the future in the next month or so. I'll be getting the centralized filter system, a centralized heating and air conditioning unit. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen like the Mitsubishi commercial on TV for the air conditioner that kind of goes up toward the ceiling, and you know it rotates back and forth, but that hangs on the wall and the actual AC unit goes on a pad in your backyard, so I don't have to run any duct work or tear up ceilings or any of that stuff. So real excited about that. And I'm also putting in a dehumidifier to help control the humidity in this room. And then I'll be waiting for the $1 per gallon sale to come up again here in Arizona. And we'll be filling the rest of these shelves. So some exciting stuff to come here in the next month and a half. Phase 2 of the build will happen. I'll be building a rack back there to hold 55 gallons for grow out tanks. And I believe it's either going to be 6 or 9, depending on if we can fit rows of 3. I know we can go 3 high. I just don't know if we can go 3 long. I have to do some measuring. And then on these end caps right here, I'm going to add 3 more 29-gallon breeders to each of these ends. So that'll give me 6 more 29-gallon breeders. And then once the centralized filter system's up, we'll be filling this 40-gallon breeder section. I'll be moving my Red Empress over here and the Taiwan Reefs and adding some more Haps, and then the Tangerine Tigers will move over here. I actually measured that 46-gallon bull front, and it'll fit into one of these 40-gallon breeder slots. So of course the bow front will stick out the front a little bit, but that's what it's doing on the stand that it's on now. It won't hurt anything. So I think I'll put that in probably that slot right there, or maybe the one next to the fridge. I don't know. We'll see. Probably in a spot where they don't get walked by much, because if you notice, there's a lid on that one. I made out of the same insulation that's on this wall here. They're the most skittish fish I own. You walk anywhere near them and they try and jump out of the tank. When I try and catch the holding females, I almost always have to pick one up off the floor. And their fry aren't much better. So, I mean, watch this. If you open this, they come up to feed, but in the morning when I walk out here, they all go to the back of the tank and try and jump out the back of the tank. That's why I have a lid on that one also. But that's the plans. As soon as I get all that together, I'll be ordering some more breeding colonies from John at KG Tropicals. Where else? John's the man. That's where most of these breeding colonies have come from. Hooks me up, great customer service, and top quality fish. I mean, look at this guy right here. Look at that guy. John has some awesome fish, and his customer service is the best in the business, and the man just cares about what he does. So I won't order from anywhere else now. John is my exclusive fish provider for my fish room. So yeah, enough of that. But that's the plans. That's what's coming up. That's what's going on in the fish room this week, and that's what will happen in the next couple of months. All right, YouTube, later.